and your head is tilted back. For going to Ardha Padmasana, gently open your eyes, straighten your head and neck. Bring both the legs in the center, right and left. Bring both the hands by the side of your body, right and left. Now fold your right leg vertically and then horizontal. Place it on the floor. Catch hold the foot with your both the hands like a small baby. Give a gentle twist to the ankles and place it on the left thigh closer to the groin. Now fold your left leg vertically if possible and then horizontal. Place it under your right leg. Yes. Now keep both the hands cupping the knees, that is Drona Mudra. Keep your shoulder bit back, chin is parallel to the floor. Gently close your eyes and practice conscious differential relaxation. That is keeping your facial muscles relaxed, your elbows are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, your maximum body parts should be relaxed. Practice Pranadharana Pratama, which is counting of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling is counted as one. One breath, likewise count your breath. So friends, the contraindications of this asana is that if someone is having severe pain in the knee joint or in the ankle joint, should avoid this practice, or else there is no other contraindications as such. And the benefits are, it is the leading practice of the standard Padmasana, and it is one of the best meditative posture. Regular practice of this asana will help you to keep your mind steady, and it improves the flexibility of your knee joint and your ankle joint. It improves the digestion and your excretory system because it improves the blood circulation in the abdominal region. So there are many more benefits of this asana. To release, stop the practice of Pranadharana, gently open your eyes. First, unfold your left leg, straighten it from the knee, keep it in the center. Now catch hold your right foot, detwisting the ankle, place it on the floor and making it vertical, straighten it from the knee. Both the legs are together, both the hands by the side of your body. Now take your left hand behind, right hand behind. Take your left leg away, right leg away, toes pointing out. Tilt your head back. So this was the practice of Ardha Padmasana. Now we'll go for Uttan Tadasana. For that, you have to lie down on your back. Uttan means lying down position. Tadasana means giving stretch to your body. You have to be in an initial relaxation position. We'll see the technique of Uttan Tadasana. Legs are comfortably apart, both the hands are comfortably away. For going to Uttan Tadasana, gently open your eyes. Bring both the legs in the center, right and left. Bring both the hands by the side of your body, right and left. Now, you have to lift both the hands with control and take it above your head, keeping the elbows straight, and gently place it on the floor. Now, give stretch to your body. First, push your toes down, stretch your hands completely up, keeping the fingers straight. Gently close your eyes and practice conscious differential relaxation, which is relaxing maximum body parts which are not active in the asana. And practice Pranadharana Pratama, which is counting of your breath. Friends, the contraindications is if someone is having slouch back, should avoid this practice, or having severe pain in the shoulders, should avoid this practice at the time of the pain. And the benefits are, It gives complete stretch to your body. You can see till from the toes to your fingers, it will give complete stretch, and it stretch your spinal column, due to which it improves the blood circulation in your vertebrae. So it gets more flexible. It is very good for growing children. It will help them to gain height. So these are the benefits. To release, stop the practice of pranadharana, gently open your eyes and release the stretch first. And now again, take your hands from above your head and place it. Again, see, this movement should be continuous. There should be no jerky movement. And again, place both the hands by the side of your body. Now go to initial relaxation position. Take your left hand away, right hand away. Take your left leg away, right leg away, toes pointing out, closing your eyes. Enjoy the after effect. Friends, next practice is Sulabha Uttana Vakrasana. Sulabh means easy. Uttan means lying down. Vakrasana is giving twist to the spinal column. Now we'll see the technique of Sulabha Uttana Vakrasana. For going into the asana, you have to gently open your eyes. Mom will open her eyes, bring both the legs in the center, right and left. Bring both the hands by the side of your body. Now fold the legs at the knees, right and left. And make sure your heels are closer to your buttocks as much as possible. And here your toes, heels, and knees are together. Now, interlocking your fingers, gently place it under your head. Okay. Now, simultaneously, you will take your legs towards left side and your head towards right side. Gently close your eyes and practice CDR, followed by Pranadharana Pratama. Friends, if you observe, you can see the knees are together, the toes and heels are together. It's okay if your if your leg is not touching the floor. Do as per your you have to do as per your capacity. To release, stop the practice of Pranadharana, open your eyes. And now, without stopping, take your legs towards right side and your head towards left side. Gently close your eyes. And again, practice Pranadharana Pratama. Contraindications are if someone is having pain in the spinal column or in the abdomen, should avoid this practice at the time of the pain. And if any recent surgery in the abdominal region or in the back region, should avoid this practice. The benefits are it gives good twist to your spinal column. It improves the flexibility of your spinal column. Due to the twist, the abdominal region gets good stretch, and it improves the blood circulation in the abdominal region. It improves your body and mind coordination. So these are the benefits of Sulabha Uttana Vakrasana. To release, stop the practice of Pranadharana, gently open your eyes. And now simultaneously bring your head in the center and your legs in the center. Now remove the interlocking your fingers and place it by the side of your body. Now straighten both the legs at the knee, left and right. Both the legs are together. Now take your left hand away, right hand away, palm touching up. Take your left leg away, right leg away, toes pointing out. Closing your eyes, enjoy the after effect. Please Sulabha Uttana Vakrasana. Friends, next practice is Setu Bandhasana, which is the bridge pose. For that, again, gently open your eyes. We'll see the technique. Gently open your eyes. Make your toes vertical wherever they are, right and left. Bring both the hands by the side of your body, right and left. Now, fold your legs at the knees, right and left. But this time, there's some distance between the heels and the buttocks. Mm. Just a minute, friends. I cannot see Smitaji. Yes. Let me spotlight Smitaji once again. Yes. Smitaji, can you once again take your hips down? Yes. Be there. There's comfortable distance between the buttocks and your heels, and your hands are comfortably relaxed. Now you have to slowly lift your hips above the floor. And gently close your eyes. Practice conscious differential relaxation followed by Pranadharana Pratama, which is counting of your breath. Now stop the practice of Pranadharana. Start giving abdominal strokes. On my count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now gently open your eyes. Slowly bring your hip down. Now straighten both the legs, left and right. Take your left hand away, right hand away, palm facing up. Relax your legs, toes pointing out. Closing your eyes, enjoy the after effect of Setu Bandhasana. Friends, the benefits are, if you have back pain, you can do this asana. It will release the pain in the back. It helps to tone your abdominal muscles and your back muscles. It helps to tone your glutes and your hamstring. And the abdominal strokes will help to get rid of fat in your abdominal region and improves your respiratory system. So these are the benefits of Setu Bandhasana. Over to Smita ma'am.
Naina, your video is on. Okay. Pramod, can you spotlight Naina?
Naina ji is the host.
Okay, make me co-host then. Naina, you'll have to spotlight yourself. Yeah, okay. So the next asana we have is Sulabh Pavan Muktasan. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I think we had seen Ardha Pavan Muktasan. So this is one step ahead. That is Sulabh Pavan Muktasan. So for that again, you should be in the supine initial relaxation position. And now for going into Sulabh Pavan Muktasan, again, all the benefits and the contraindications remain the same. That is, if you have any abdominal surgery and all, you have to avoid the practice. And Pavan Muktasan means getting rid of flatulence and any gastric problems that you have. So for that, we practice Pavan Muktasan as the name suggests. Now we'll see the technique. So for that, you have to open your eyes, bring both the legs in the center, the right leg in the center, the left leg in the center, and bring both the hands by the side of the body, right hand by the side of the body, left hand by the side of the body, the palm facing the ground. And now, just as we had done in Ardha Pavan Muktasan, we have to raise both the legs 30 degrees above the ground and fold it at the knees and bring the knees closer to the chest as much as possible. And then interlocking the fingers, we have to catch hold of the knee and bring it further closer to the chest as much as possible. Hold this position. If there is no problem of the neck, then you can start raising your head and try to touch the chin on the knees. Just as Ardha Pavan Muktasan, we'll be doing this with both the legs. And now you will close your eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama along with conscious differential relaxation. That is relaxing those body parts which are not used in the asana. For example, the facial muscles should be relaxed. Keep practicing Pranadharana and make sure that the knees and the ankles are relaxed. They are not stretched or flexed. After around 3 to 5 breaths of Pranadharana Prathama, you can stop the practice of Pranadharana, open the eyes and gently place the head back on the ground. And now you can release the interlocking of the fingers and place the hands by the side of your body. Now make sure that you release the legs up in the air 30 degrees, straighten at the knee, and then slowly bring both the legs together simultaneously down. And now you can relax your left hand away, right hand away, the palms facing the sky. Take your left leg away, right leg away. Close your eyes and feel the positive effect of Sulabh Pavan Muktasan, that is easy wind relieving pose on your body and mind. So friends, these were the new practices for the day. Now requesting all of you to go to your mat and we will start practicing whatever we have learned for the day. Okay. So requesting all of you to come into the initial relaxation sitting posture, as the first asana we have learned today is Ardha Padmasana, which is a sitting posture. Requesting you to come into initial relaxation sitting posture. The legs are comfortably apart. If you have any doubt, you can look up the screen. The legs are comfortably apart, the heels inward, the toes are outwards, and your hands are at the back, fingers pointing backwards, and your head is completely relaxed, either on the back or on side of the shoulders, and the eyes are closed. Okay. And now we will go for the third Adharasana, which we have learned till now. The first one was Swastikasana, the second was Sulabh Vajrasana, the third one is Ardha Padmasana. So for Ardha Padmasana, you will be opening your eyes, straightening the head. You will bring both the hands, bring both the legs in the center, the right leg in the center, the left leg in the center. Straightening the upper body, you will bring both the hands by the side of the body, right and left. And now we will fold the right leg vertically and then horizontally. Catch hold of the right foot. Give a gentle twist at the ankle and place it on the left thigh, closer to the groin. Okay. And now holding that leg in position, you will start folding the left leg, if possible vertical and then horizontal. And then place the left leg below the right knee. Okay. And now place both the hands cupping the knee, that is Drona Mudra. Make sure that your elbows are relaxed. Keep your spine erect, the shoulders a bit back, chin is parallel to the ground and eyes are closed. This is the final posture of Ardha Padmasana. Ardha Padmasana, because we have only folded or taken one leg above, the Padmasana will be when you take the right leg above the left thigh and the left leg also above the right thigh. Okay, so this is Ardha Padmasana because we are only folding one leg. And now closing the eyes, you can practice Pranadharana Prathama. That is counting of your breath. Normal जो breathing चल रहा है, बस उसको आपको count करना है. One inhalation, one exhalation to be counted as one breath. Now, what is conscious differential relaxation? As we have mentioned, it is consciously relaxing those parts which are not used. For example, your elbows have to be relaxed. It is not used in this asana. Your hands are also in position but relaxed. You don't have to hold the knee. Pakad ke nahi rakhna hai. Don't grasp the knee. You just have to cup it and keep it there. And now your legs are also relaxed. You are in position, just hold that position with minimum effort that is needed. The spine is to be erect and rest, the facial muscles should be relaxed. That is what we mean by conscious differential relaxation. And now after, you can practice this for not just 3 to 5 breaths, but around 10 to 15 breaths also. It is a very relaxing posture. It also helps build concentration and attentiveness. So it is a very good posture. And now you can stop the practice of Pranadhana, gently open the eyes. And now to release the posture, we will go in the exact reverse order. That is, the left leg has been folded last. So you will release the left leg first, make it vertical, and then horizontal. And now catch hold of the right foot. De-twist the ankle and then place it on the ground. Make the right leg vertical and then horizontal. Now both the legs are together. Hands are by the side of the body. Take your left hand back, right hand back. Relax your left leg away, right leg away. The toes are pointing outside, the heels are inward. Relax your head and close your eyes. Feel the positive effect of Ardha Padmasana on your body and mind. So this was the first asana that we did. And now since we have done it with the right leg, we will also do it the next with the left leg. So now as you are in initial relaxation position, you will open the eyes, straighten the head and neck, and bring both the legs in the center, the right leg in the center, the left leg in the center. Bring both the hands by the side of the body, right and left. And now this time we will be folding the left leg vertically first and then horizontally. Catch hold of the left foot this time. Give a gentle twist and place it on the right thigh, closer to the groin. Make sure that the knee, if possible, are touching the ground. And now you will fold your right leg vertically and then horizontally and place the right leg beneath the left knee. Okay, adjust your position and place both the hands cupping the knees, elbows relaxed. This is Drona Mudra. Okay, and now keep your spine erect, chin parallel to the ground and eyes closed. Practice conscious differential relaxation. Relax all the other body parts maximum. And now practice Pranadhana Prathama. Simple counting of your breath. Practice for around 3 to 5 breaths. Feel the relaxation. Now you can stop the practice of Pranadhana. Gently open the eyes. And now releasing Drona Mudra, you will first release the right leg. Make it vertical and then horizontal. Catch hold of the left foot. De-twisting, keep it on the floor. And now make the left leg vertical and then horizontal. Both the legs are together. Hands are by the side of the body. Take your left hand back. Right hand back. Relax your left leg away. Right leg away. Make sure the heels are inwards, the toes are outwards. Relax your head and close the eyes. All the next asanas are the lying down asanas. So requesting all of you to take a left side turn. Take support of your left hand and gently come on the left side. Take support of your right hand in front of the chest. Go on to your back. Release the left hand support and keep both the hands by the side of the body, away from the body. And make sure that the legs are comfortably apart. The heels are inward, toes are outwards. Fingers are semi-curled and away from the body. The palm is facing the sky. The head is straight and the eyes are closed. Initial relaxation for supine position. So the next asana we are going to practice is Uttana Tadasana, which is a complete stretching of the spine. Okay, Tad means palm tree, and just like the palm tree, you have to make your body completely erect. Okay, for Uttana Tadasana, you will gently open your eyes, bring both the legs in the center, the right leg in the center, feet are vertical, the left leg in the center, both the feet vertical and together. Now bring the right hand by the side of the body, the palm facing the ground, left hand by the side of the body. And now start lifting both the hands above slowly. Make sure you go in a slow, steady, relaxed posture, continuous fashion. And when the back of the hand touches the ground, then start giving a stretch upwards. The hands will be stretched upwards and the toes will be stretched downwards. Give a complete slow stretch, but give it complete stretch. Now you can close your eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama. Please do not hold your breath. Keep breathing. Take your attention to the breathing and start counting your breath. You have to hold this position for around 3 to 5 breaths or as per your capacity. Feel the complete stretch to the entire body parts. The facial muscles will be relaxed in this posture, except that everything will be stretched. Now stop the practice of Pranadharana, gently open the eyes, and now first release the stretch a bit. Like release the stretch, make the hands normal, the toes will be normal, and now start bringing your hands again up. And in the same fashion, you will bring both the hands down. Now you'll feel that your hands have become heavy. Once they reach the side of your body, you can start relaxing the left hand away, the right hand away, the palms facing the sky. Take your left leg away, right leg away, heels inward, toe outwards. Close your eyes and feel the good positive stretch that you have achieved with all your body parts. We will go for one more round. So for that, you will again open your eyes. Take both the legs in the center, the right leg in the center, the left leg in the center. Bring both the hands by the side of the body, right and left. And now start raising both the hands again up and till they reach above your head and the back of the hand touches the ground. Slow, steady movement. Do not be in a haste. Once the hand touches the floor, start giving a stretch upwards with the hands and downwards on your legs. The toes will be pulled downwards and the hands are pulled upwards. Complete stretch to the entire body. Relax your facial muscles and close your eyes. Take your attention to the breathing. Start counting the breath. Now to release, you will stop the practice of Pranadharana, open the eyes, and first release the stretch of both the hands and the legs. Release the stretch a bit, and now start taking the hand above and back in position. Slow, steady movement. You can feel the hands have become very heavy. Slow, steady, keep it in control. Control fashion, you have to bring the hands by the side of the body and now relax the left hand away, right hand away. Relax the left leg away, right leg away. Close your eyes and feel the positive effect of Sulabha Uttana Tadasana on your body and mind. Uttana is lying down. We also have a standing up position stretching that is known as simple Tadasana. Okay. Now the next asana we'll practice is Sulabha Uttana Vakrasana. This Vakra means final twist. So for that you will open your eyes, take both the legs in the center, the right leg and the left leg in the center. Take both the hands by the side of the body, right and left, palm facing the ground. And now you will fold your right leg vertically. Make sure that the heel is closer to the groin, closer to the buttock. And now fold the left leg similarly. And make sure that both the legs are together and closer to the buttock. Adjust yourself. The knees are together and your hands are relaxed. Okay, and now interlock your hands, fingers, and place both the interlock fingers beneath your head. Make sure that you don't place the interlocking at your neck region. Then you will not be able to move your head freely. So you have to place it beneath the head. And now start taking your both the knees to the left side and the head will go to the right side simultaneously. The bending will be simultaneously. The legs will come on the left side and your head will go on the right side. Maintain this posture. If your knees are not together, pick up your lower knee and make sure that the knees are together. Heel on heel, toe on toe. Close your eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama. If your breathing is very fast, make sure that you relax and get the breathing to be normal. Now stop the practice of Pranadharana. Gently open your eyes. And now you have to bring both the legs and the head in between, in the center first, and continue on the other side. That is, the leg will go on to the right side, the head will move on to the left side. Same twist is to be given, but on the other side. And now hold the position and close the eyes. Again, practice Pranadharana Prathama. Make sure your knee is on the knee, heel is on the heel, and toe is on the toe. Maintain and practice Pranadharana. Now gently stop the practice of Pranadharana, open the eyes and bring both the extremities in the center. That is, the head will come in the center, the leg will also come in the center. And now you can release your hands and keep the hands by the side of the body. And now release the left leg, make it vertical, make it horizontal, and the right leg also horizontal. Now you can relax your hands away from the body, left and right, and take your left leg away, right leg away. Close your eyes and feel the positive effect of Sulabha Uttana Vakrasana on your body and mind. So friends, a very good asana for prevention of diabetes. We will go for one more round. So requesting you to open your eyes, take both the legs in the center, right and left. Take both the hands by the side of the body. And now you will fold your right leg vertically. Place the heel closer to the buttock. Similarly, the left leg closer to the buttock. Make sure that both the heels and knees are together. And now you will interlock the fingers and place the hand with your head. And now start taking your both the knees on the left side and the head on the simultaneously on the right side. That is twisting of your spine completely. Close your eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama. Stop the practice of Pranadharana and now simply open your eyes. And now take your extremities on the other side. That is, the legs will come in the center and go to the right side. The head will come in the center and come to the left side. Hold the position, close the eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama again. Simple counting of your breath. After around 3 to 5 breaths, now stop the practice of Pranadharana, open the eyes and bring both the extremities in the center. Both the legs will come in the center, the head will also come in the center. Now release the interlocking fingers and place both the hands by the side of the body. And now you can release both the legs one by one, left leg straight, right leg straight. And now relax your hand away from the body, the left hand away from the body, right hand away from the body. Relax your legs away from the body, left and right. Close your eyes and feel the positive effect of Sulabha Uttana Vakrasana on your body and mind. So friends, the next asana is a bridge pose, that is Setu Bandhasana with abdominal strokes. Abdominal strokes are given so that it improves your abdominal breathing. So for Sulabh Setu Bandhasana, you will open your eyes, make both the feet vertical wherever they are, right and left. Bring both the hands by the side of the body, straighten at the elbows, right and left. And now fold the right leg, but make sure that it is not very close to the buttock, comfortably close. And now fold the left leg. Maintain the distance between both the legs and the distance between the leg and the buttock as well. And now by on your abdominal muscles you have to and the back muscles you have to raise. Don't use pressure on your hands. Okay. Now start raising the buttock and the lower back and upper back above and form a bridge. from the upper back to the knees. And now close the eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama. Make sure there are no stress on your hands. The hands are free to move. Just keep all the stretching on the back and the abdominal muscles. Excellent pose for lower back pain. And now stop the practice of Pranadharana. We will give abdominal strokes in this. So just like Shwashan Makshuddhi, you have to give forceful expulsions from your nose, both the nostrils, and at the same time contract your abdomen. So go for the strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This also helps regulate your BP. Now stopping all the practices, you will gently open the eyes and now start bringing the body down. That is, the lower upper back will come down, the lower back will come down, the buttock will reach the floor, and now slowly you will release the legs. Make the left leg horizontal, and the right leg also straight. And now start relaxing your left leg away, left hand away, right hand away. Relax your left foot, right foot. Close your eyes and feel the positive effect of Setu Bandhasana with abdominal strokes on your body and mind. We'll quickly go for one more round of Sulabh Setu Bandhasana. So for that, open your eyes, make both the legs vertical, feet vertical, and bring both the hands by the side of the body, right and left. And now start folding the right leg comfortably, not very close to the buttock. The left leg also. There is a distance between both the legs and distance between the legs and the buttock as well. And now without using your hand support, you will start raising the buttocks and the lower back above and form a bridge from the knee to the upper back. Hold the position and close your eyes. Practice Pranadharana Prathama. Simple counting of your breath. 1 inhalation, 1 exhalation to be counted as 1 breath. Practice for 3 to 5 breaths. Now stop the practice of Pranadharana. In this position, we'll give abdominal strokes, that is forceful expulsions and abdominal contraction. On my count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now stop the practice and gently open your eyes. And now you will start bringing the upper back, lower back, buttock down on the floor slowly. And now start releasing your legs. The left leg straight, the right leg also straight. The feet are still vertical. Now relax your left hand away, right hand away. Relax your left foot and the right foot and close your eyes. So that was Setu Bandhasana with abdominal strokes. And the last asana for the day is Sulabh Pavan Muktasana. Now for Sulabh Pavan Muktasana, you will again open your eyes. Bring both the legs in the center, the right leg in the center, the left leg in the center. Bring both the hands by the side of the body, right and left. And now using your abdominal rectus muscles, start raising both the legs 30 degrees above the ground. Bending at the knees, you will bring the knees closer to the chest. And now start interlocking your fingers and hold the knee and start pressing the knee closer to the chest as much as possible. And now if no cervical issues, you can raise your head and try touching the chin on the knees. If it is not touching, hold the head wherever you are. Do not try to touch the knee forcibly. Even this is okay. You can just hold it wherever you are reaching. Close the eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama. Excellent pose for gastric issues and sedentary lifestyles. Whoever is having a sedentary lifestyle, it is excellent for your spine. Stop the practice of Pranadharana, open the eyes and gently place the head down. Release the interlocking of the fingers and place the hands by the side of the body. And now you can release the leg up in the air 30 degrees and slowly bring the legs down. And now relax your left hand away, right hand away. Relax your left leg away, right leg away. Close your eyes and feel the positive effect of Sulabh Pavan Muktasan on your body and mind. Go for one more round. So for that, open your eyes. Bring both the legs in the center, the right leg in the center, the left leg in the center. Bring both the hands by the side of your body, right and left. And now on the strength of your abdominal recti muscles, start raising both the legs just 30 degrees above the ground. Folding at the knees, you will start bringing the knees closer to the chest. Now interlock the fingers and hold the knee and pull the knee closer to the chest as much as possible. And now raising your head, you will try to touch the chin to the knee. Close the eyes and practice Pranadharana Prathama. Make sure your ankles are relaxed. After 3 to 5 breaths, you can stop the practice of Pranadharana gently. Open your eyes and relax your head back down on the floor. Release the interlocking fingers and place both the hands by the side of the body. And now you can release both the legs and make the legs straighten at the knee, up in the air 30 degrees, and the legs will slowly come down on the floor. Now relax your left hand away, right hand away, the palms facing the sky, and relax your left leg away, right leg away, toes pointing outside, and close your eyes and feel the positive effect of Sulabh Pavan Muktasan. So friends, after this, all the rounds of asanas which we have done, now we will go for the relaxing and rejuvenation pose. So you